Welcome, learners, to The Deep Dive, your shortcut to being truly well-informed.
Hello.
Today, we're plunging into a challenge that so many organizations face. It's the often chaotic world of IT operations.
And how it can quite literally make or break an entire business.
Exactly. Our insights today, well, they come from a really compelling source. It's a fictional story, but it mirrors real-world struggles and triumphs, too.
Yeah, remarkably so. It's like a secret blueprint, almost.
Yeah.
It shows us why some companies just, soar with their tech, while others feel like they're just perpetually stuck.
Stuck in quicksand, yeah. And our mission, for you listening, is to pull out the essential nuggets from this story.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look at how one struggling company turned its IT department from just constant firefighting
Right, always putting out fires.
into a powerful strategic advantage, and they used principles you might not expect.
Prepare for some genuine aha moments, I think. We're about to unpack some, surprising truths about how things really get done, or don't get done.
Okay, so let's set the stage. Picture this. Parts Unlimited. Major player, automotive parts, manufacturing, retail.
But they are teetering on the brink, seriously.
Their stock price plummeted. It was a sell at what, $8 a share? Down from $13.
Yeah, and the board is really breathing down the CEO's neck. Steve Masters, they're demanding drastic changes.
And to make matters worse, there's this critical new project codenamed Phoenix. It's supposed to save them, but it's not just behind schedule.
No, it's years behind. Years. It's a total mess.
It's a company in a death spiral, basically.
It really feels that way. And into this chaos steps Bill Palmer.
Right, former Marine sergeant, logistics background.
And suddenly, completely unexpectedly, he's promoted to VP of IT operations.
Talk about being thrown into the deep end.
Without a life raft. And what he inherits is an IT department just absolutely drowning. Drowning in what we call unplanned work.
And it hits him immediately, right? It's not a slow burn.
No, day one crises. Imagine this, it's Bill's first day and bam, the payroll system crashes.
Oh, wow. Affecting thousands of employees.
Yeah, and leading to this email suggesting the CFO might be on the window ledge. Not good.
Not good at all. And then?
Then a critical storage area network, the SAN, it goes down. More widespread outages.
It sounds like just a comedy of errors, almost.
It does, but for anyone who's been there in IT, this stuff feels painfully real, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. These aren't just isolated bad days, are they?
No, they're symptoms of a much bigger systemic problem.
Mm.
IT is constantly reactive, just scrambling from one emergency to the next.
The system itself is broken.
Fundamentally. And you see this palpable tribal warfare going on.
Between the different IT groups.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Development, IT operations, even information security. Everyone's pointing fingers. Everyone feels like a victim. It's toxic.
You know that feeling, right? Working late nights, everyone's trying their absolute best.
Mm-hmm. Killing themselves.
But it feels like you're stuck in mud.
Mm.
And the competition just keeps leapfrogging you.
Right. Parts Unlimited's competitor. They just launched this incredible app. Customers can customize cars online.
Something Parts Unlimited can only dream of doing.
Exactly. And at the heart of so much of this frustration, for Bill anyway, is one person, Brent.
Ah, Brent. The bottleneck.
Oh, yeah. Every organization seems to have a Brent, doesn't it? He's incredibly talented, knows everything, how all the critical apps talk to each other, maybe more than anyone.
But totally overwhelmed. A single point of failure.
Utterly. But the real insight here, I think, isn't just that Brent is overwhelmed. It's that the system itself creates these Brents. It perpetuates the need for heroes.
Because organizations celebrate the heroic fixes.
Precisely. They celebrate the firefighting, which inadvertently discourages building the robust processes that would make those heroes and the fire drills totally unnecessary.
It's a paradox. You reward the behavior that keeps you stuck.
Exactly. It's a fundamental trap.
So, okay, if the system is just this spiral of chaos, how do you even begin to break that cycle? It sounds so entrenched.
Well, that's where Erik Reid comes in.
The potential board member, self-proclaimed technology hotshot.
That's him. And he's this unconventional guide for Bill. He's crucial.
He doesn't just tell Bill what to do, though.
No, that's the key. He shows him. He literally takes Bill on a field trip to an old manufacturing plant.
A manufacturing plant? How does that relate to IT?
That's the revelation. Erik shows Bill that the problems in IT, they're not unique at all. They're eerily similar to challenges faced on factory floors decades ago.
Okay.
And this is where he introduces Bill to the concept of work in process.
WIP.
WIP, work in process.
And he calls it the silent killer.
Silent killer. That sounds ominous. What does that actually mean? First in the factory, then for IT.
Well, picture that factory floor. You got inventory piling up everywhere, different stations.
Looks busy, right? Everyone's working.
Exactly. Mark, the plant manager there, thought keeping his first station busy all the time was efficient. But all that excess inventory, that WIP, it just led to chronic delays, hidden quality problems, massive waste. Nothing could move through smoothly. Okay, I see the factory analogy. How does that translate to IT then?
In IT, WIP is all the projects you started but haven't finished. It's too many changes happening at once. Too many tasks competing for the same limited resources.
Like Brent.
Especially like Brent, the constraint. It creates this massive traffic jam. Nothing gets delivered on time. Quality suffers. Everyone's stressed.
So it's not about how busy you look or how much you start.
No, it's about how much you finish, how much value you actually deliver through the system. It's a huge mental shift.
It really is. And Erik helps Bill categorize all this chaos too, right? He talks about the 4 types of work.
He does. He says Bill needs to understand these to see what's actually contributing to business objectives and what's just noise.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Okay, what are they?
So, number 1, business projects. These are the big ones like Phoenix. New features, new services the business needs to survive and thrive.
Makes sense.
2, internal IT projects. Stuff like infrastructure upgrades, consolidating servers, foundational work IT needs to do for itself, basically. Yeah. Keeps the lights on, improves things internally.
Right. Necessary, but maybe not directly visible to the business immediately.
Often, yeah. 3, changes. These are the day-to-day modifications. Server reboots, database tweaks, small code updates. They're essential, but they can add up and cause disruption if not managed well.
Okay, and the last one.
4, unplanned work, the big one. The dreaded firefighting.
Fixing things that break, responding to outages, putting out fires.
Exactly. And Bill has this realization, Erik calls it dark matter. You only see it by what it displaces.
Okay. And the really crucial insight here for you listening is that this unplanned work isn't just annoying.
No, it's like antimatter, Erik says, to planned work.
So when unplanned work shows up,
all your carefully planned strategic projects, they just ignite with incandescent fury, incinerating everything around them.
Wow, okay. That paints a picture.
It's why IT teams always feel like they're falling behind.
Yeah.
The emergencies always win. They have to win, right? But they constantly displace the strategic work that would actually move the business forward.
And this ties into another big idea Erik introduces, doesn't it? The theory of constraints, TOC.
Yes, absolutely. TOC is a management philosophy. It basically says that any complex system, its output, is limited by just one single bottleneck or constraint.
Like a chain being only as strong as its weakest link.
Precisely. And the first most critical step in TOC is always identify the constraint.
Which, for Parts Unlimited, was?
Well, initially it's crystal clear. It's Brent.
He's their Herbie.
Remember Herbie, the slowest kid on the hiking trip in the goal?
Yeah.
He dictates the pace for everyone.
Right.
Brent is dictating the pace of almost all important work in IT. He's the bottleneck for the whole process, whether he means to be or not.
So knowing all this, understanding WIP, the types of work, the constraint, what do they actually do? How does this translate into action for Bill and his team?
Right, so with Erik's nudging, maybe more than nudging, they start making some fundamental changes, big ones. And they're based on what Erik calls the 3 ways.
The 3 ways. And these aren't just abstract theories, are they?
No, not at all. They form the bedrock of what high-performing tech organizations now practice, often called DevOps.
DevOps, that fusion of development and operations.
Exactly. Designed to shorten development cycles, deliver continuously improved flow.
Okay, so what's the first way?
The first way is all about the flow of work, optimizing the flow from, say, development through ops to the customer, left to right.
And how do they tackle that, given the chaos?
Well, first they have to address the WIP.
Yeah.
Bill enforces a project freeze on everything that isn't Phoenix.
Wow, that must have gone down well.
About as well as you'd expect. Shock, resistance.
Yeah.
But it was necessary. And then, to actually see the work, they use index cards on a physical whiteboard.
Like a Kanban board.
Yeah. Exactly. Simple, but powerful. Make the work visible, limit how much is in progress at any one time. This is how they discovered they had over 400 changes happening a week, not the 50 the previous VP thought.
400. Just seeing it must have been a shock.
Huge. You can't manage what you can't see. Then a massive piece is automating the deployment pipeline.
Getting code from developers into production reliably.
Yeah, which was incredibly hard and error-prone for them. Erik throws out this audacious goal. 10 deploys a day.
10 deploys a day. from where they were. That sounds impossible.
It sounded insane.
Yeah.
But it pushed them. They had to automate environment creation, automate deployments, treat infrastructure like code.
Infrastructure as code, so defining servers, networks, everything in code, like a blueprint.
Exactly. Reproducible, reliable, fast. It radically reduces those manual setup times and, critically, the errors that come with them.
Okay, and the third part to flow.
Reducing batch sizes instead of these huge, infrequent, super high-risk releases they used to do.
Which probably failed spectacularly sometimes.
Oh, you bet. They moved to small, frequent deployments, small changes,
Lower risk with each change.
much lower risk, and faster delivery of value. You get features out quicker. It's that manufacturing lesson again.
Yeah.
Reducing changeover times, revolutionize production. Same idea here. Break big problems into small, manageable, deployable pieces.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Limit WIP, automate the pipeline, small batches. That's the first way. Flow. What's the second way?
The second way is about amplify feedback loops. So flow is left to right, feedback is right to left, getting information back quickly from downstream processes, especially from production.
So you know faster when things go wrong. Or right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A key part is rapid detection and recovery. Instead of finding out about outages from angry customers.
Or worse, the news.
Right. IT operations starts building much better monitoring, better incident response, and crucially, documenting the fixes, making sure the knowledge isn't just stuck in Brent's head.
Sharing the knowledge, learning from incidents.
Fostering a culture of learning from every single incident, big or small. Moving from just reacting to crises to proactively solving the underlying problems.
And what about security? You mentioned they were a silo before. How does feedback loop into that?
Great question. That's about integrating security. John, the CISO, who was initially seen as the Department of No.
The gatekeeper.
Yeah. They start working with development and operations, not against them, embedding security into the process.
How?
They actually start automating security testing within the development pipeline, using tools like a simulated evil chaos monkey that constantly probed for vulnerabilities.
So security isn't this thing you check at the very end?
Exactly. It's not a late-stage gate anymore. It becomes a continuous, integrated part of the flow, building security and not trying to bolt it on afterwards, which rarely works well.
Flow, feedback. What's
Yeah.
the third way? This sounds like it gets more into the people side of things.
That absolutely does. The third way is about fostering a culture of experimentation and learning. This is maybe the most profound shift.
How does it manifest?
Well, one big part is embracing failure for learning. This sounds scary, but it's crucial. Inspired by Erik, Bill introduces what we now call chaos engineering.
Chaos engineering. Deliberately breaking things.
Kind of. They had Project Narwhal, their version of a chaos monkey. They would deliberately inject faults into systems, turn off servers, simulate network issues.
Why on earth would they do that?
Not just to break things, but to build resilience. To force the team to learn how to recover quickly, design more robust systems, find weaknesses before they cause a real outage. It's proactive muscle building for handling failure.
Okay, practicing for disaster. Makes sense.
And the other critical piece here is vulnerability and trust.
Getting people to actually work together across those silos.
Yes. CEO Steve Masters, after really grasping the depth of the IT problems and the lack of trust, he initiates this offsite. Leaders share personal stories, build empathy.
Breaking down those walls.
Exactly. Fostering genuine trust. This creates what they call the super tribe mentality. Product management, dev, ops, security, actually working together, moving away from blame towards shared understanding and collective problem solving.
It sounds like a huge cultural transformation alongside the technical one.
They go hand in hand. You can't really have one without the other for sustainable change.
And the results. Did all this actually pay off for Parts Unlimited?
Oh, spectacularly. The numbers are pretty incredible. Outages dropped by 2/3.
Wow.
Incident recovery time halved. And project flow, getting things done, accelerated dramatically.
And the business impact, did it actually help the bottom line?
Absolutely. Remember, the Phoenix project was critical. Well, another one, the Unicorn project, a key sales initiative for the holidays, became a massive success. Fastest payback of any project in recent memory.
So a direct line from fixing IT flow and culture to actual business wins.
Undeniable. The company sees improved financials, increased market share, much higher customer satisfaction. And maybe most importantly, the CEO, Steve Masters, has this complete mental shift.
How so?
IT is no longer just a department, a cost center somewhere down the hall. He sees it as a pervasive core competency, as essential as electricity.
Wow.
He starts envisioning a future where every business manager understands technology enough to make smart, calculated risks without blowing up the whole company.
That really shows how universal these ideas are, doesn't it? It's not just for tech companies.
Not at all. Any organization that relies on technology, which is pretty much everyone now, can apply these principles. Doesn't matter the industry, doesn't matter the specific tech.
It's a journey from a total chaos to, well, genuine capability. It's so impactful, Erik even suggests Bill write a book, right?
Yeah, a DevOps cookbook, he calls it, to share these lessons. Because what Parts Unlimited discovered, what's now widely known as DevOps.
It's powerful stuff.
Incredibly. High-performing organizations using these principles, they're deploying code 30 times more frequently. Their lead times, from idea to production, are 8,000 times faster than their peers.
8,000 times faster.
While maintaining world-class reliability and security. It really is the manufacturing revolution of our age, but applied to the digital world.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for someone listening to this deep dive?
I think it's about recognizing that whether you're running a factory or managing complex IT systems, the fundamental principles are the same. Flow, feedback, continuous learning.
It's about seeing your work as a system.
Exactly. Seeing the whole system. Identifying your constraints, your Brents, your Irbies, really focusing on reducing that work in process, that silent killer.
And building that culture.
Absolutely. Fostering a culture of trust, collaboration, and that constant cycle of experimentation and learning.
Because the story of Parts Unlimited really drives home that technology isn't just support anymore.
No, it's often the primary way businesses create value. It's the engine of innovation.
Ignoring these ideas, as we saw, can lead you down a dangerous path.
A real downward spiral. But embracing them, it can lead to truly remarkable business wins. We've seen how transformative it can be, not just for IT, but for the whole organization's health, its ability to compete and innovate.
So here's something for you to ponder as we close. In your own work, maybe in your team, where are your silent killers? Where's that hidden work in process clogging things up?
And think about this. What's just one small step, maybe even an uncomfortable one, you could take today? Just one thing to make that work more visible, maybe reduce its volume a bit, and start improving its flow.